And Tony Casper, our good buddy Tony's listening in. Hey, guy. He is chiming in with a fun fact. Anderson versus Eisner was the longest match at 6 hours and 34 minutes ever played at center court, which was built in 1922.
Fun fact of the day.
Fun fact of the day. All right. So I think it's time we move on. We got some football, finally.
Yes.
You guys ready? Ready to talk some football?
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for the season to be back.
We got the Hall of Fame game is August 2nd, August 3rd.
Between two teams that are nowhere near good.
But they've had some notable players over the years.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I think literally what do they do? Just draw names out of a hat for that game?
I have no idea. I think it's just to get people to care about seeing the two teams that are playing.
Yeah.
Because, like, last year, wasn't it supposed to be the Browns as one of the teams?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, the year before when it got canceled. It was supposed to be like Cardinals-Browns or something like that?
Yeah.
Whatever. No one wants to see that.
Nobody remembers it.
But we're going to start in a weird spot for our breakdown. Every week we're going to break down another division until we get to the final two, the AFC East and the NFC East, and we'll do them on the same day. Reason we're doing it that way is because we have two AFC East fans, two NFC East fans. It just makes sense. So we're going to start with the NFC South.
There we go.
All right, so first team that we're going to talk about, New Orleans Saints. For me, the biggest question that we have for the Saints is how will the Saints rebound from that absolutely devastating loss to the Vikings in the playoffs last season? Now, for those who don't remember, the Saints were very close to beating the Vikings until Case Keenum launched a desperation throw to the sideline. Stephon Diggs went up and over, caught it, went over Marcus Williams, who is now most notable for that play. Seriously, Google Marcus Williams. The first thing that comes up, you'll see two pictures. One is his headshot with his Saints jersey. The other is Stephon Diggs jumping over him.
That was the most notable play he's ever been a part of.
Yeah, most notable play he's ever been a part of.
Somebody's got to lose in the play.
Exactly. So how will they, and in particular him, mentally respond to that awful loss last season? Because that's the kind of loss that, like, absolutely kills.
Yeah, demoralize you to no end.
I never want to lose, but I certainly never want to lose like that. When you're
right, it ends to either light a fire under your ass or just demoralize you completely, and it doesn't tend to be anything in between. I think it's going to go the former. I think it's going to motivate the Saints. They are a very good team. They haven't really lost a whole lot. They did have some questionable draft choices, but as far as reach versus value, but other than that, they look poised to to be an absolute contender again and could have a shot at the title.
We got to factor in too, though. Isn't Mark Ingram still on the hook for the first 4 games suspension?
Mark Ingram suspended. Oh, yes.
SPD usage.
Yeah, cheater. So there's also that.
10 games, right?
4 games.
But they still have Alvin Kamara, so I'm not that worried about it.
And they still have Adrian Peter. Oh, wait.
No.
No, they don't.
All right.
He got cut.
So the Saints.
He didn't get traded. He got snipped.
Yeah, he didn't get traded. He got let go.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we had said last week, you clearly don't need a running back when you cut Adrian Peterson. So, the Saints are just the first team. It's an entirely competitive division because the next team, the Atlanta Falcons, they're not slouches either. For me, the big question with the Atlanta Falcons is, will Julio Jones show up? Will he hold out?
Will he stay healthy?
Will he stay healthy? I've seen reports that say, and I don't agree with them, but there's a chance that Julio, instead of taking another contract, would just retire early like Calvin Johnson did.
I don't see that happening. Not a chance when they had a successful season last year. They made the wild card, and then they were a play away from who did they play?
Who did the Falcons?
They were a play away from upsetting the Eagles in the divisional round.
Yeah, terrible throw to Julio.
The eventual bowl winner. So I think if you're Julio, you're holding out really just to make a statement that you want to get paid, and he absolutely does deserve to get paid. I don't think with it being Julio that it's going to be a huge impact on the regular season. I mean, him and Matt Ryan have been playing for years at this point. I don't think missing a couple preseason games is really going to throw them off that much. Might even give Matt Ryan a chance to really practice with their first round picks. Whose name I'm forgetting.
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. So I don't think that's going to be the biggest thing they have to worry about. I think the biggest thing they have to worry about is a very competitive division. It's going to be tough to win that division. You got Saints, Falcons. The Bucks might be a little better. They had a pretty bad season last year. Wait, they're missing Winston for 4 games.
Yeah, Jameis is out for 4 weeks. We'll get to that in a few minutes.
Right. But also the Panthers. So that's a tough division. 3 of those teams were in the playoffs last year, and you have to put together a fantastic team to win it all.
Yeah, I think the Falcons are poised to have a decent season. So I think for me the big issue is just pay Julio. In my opinion, and I know my opinion is not the opinion of everyone, although it should be, Julio Jones is the best wide receiver in the NFL. He's the most consistent. He doesn't cause any problems. He's not in your locker room videotaping anything. He's not punching fire extinguishers. I'm sorry, that was Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah.
He's not punching holes in walls. That's Odell. He's not, proposing to kicking nets. So he's not out there causing problems. He just wants to get paid for being the best player on your team and the best wide receiver in the NFL. So,
right.
Pay the man.
What'd you say?
I said, so just pay the man.
Oh, okay. I think it's something completely different. All right. Yeah, I think they will easily match what they did last season, be a wild card team. I think them and the Saints are probably the top of the division, closely followed by the Panthers, and it's going to be an all-out battle.
I'm glad you brought up the Panthers because we're going to them next. Carolina Panthers. For me, their big question, will the Panthers have enough offense to get over the hump and get back to being an elite team? For me, this rests on the hands of one person, and this is unfair that I'm putting it on them, but it's a rookie, DJ Moore. Can DJ Moore provide enough relief for Cam Newton to where Cam doesn't have to make everything happen himself? And I think DJ Moore can do that. I think he's very underrated, and obviously he's a rookie. We haven't seen him play professionally yet, so we don't know. But I'm willing to take the gamble and say that DJ Moore will be in the running for Rookie of the Year. And he's going to make – this is going to be funny. I think he's going to make Cam Newton a better quarterback because he'll have someone reliable, someone deep that Cam can know that he's going to get the ball to and the ball's going to land in his hands.
Contingency.
Right. I think, they lost Andrew Norwell, who was their all-pro offensive guard. I think that's pretty significant. They also lost Star Lodolele, or however his last name is pronounced, and a couple other key pieces that they worked to build back up. But I think those are pretty significant. The trenches are always key. I think their new offensive coordinator, I think it's North Turner. North Turner.
Yeah, Norv.
Sorry?
I said, Norv, my guy Norv.
Yeah, he's either awesome or terrible, so I guess we'll see which Norv shows up for the Panthers. They could go to the Super Bowl, or they could be a 4-win team with him at the helm of the offense. So I think that's a big key, and Cam's got Cam's good, but can he turn the corner and be truly great?
I think he is great. I think he's just a lot like LeBron, just doesn't have the help that he needs. One man cannot win a football game. One man cannot win a football season. One man cannot win a Super Bowl. LeBron needed help. Cam Newton needs help. I'm not saying Cam Newton's the LeBron of the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the big criticism was that LeBron needs help. Cam needs help. Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion, was very much I don't want to say a bust, but an absolutely underwhelming, underperforming part of the team. And I just think that they need more out of young players like DJ Moore. They need more out of Christian McCaffrey to get Cam Newton back to when he was the MVP. So I think DJ Moore for me is the key to the Carolina Panthers getting off on the right foot and getting Cam Newton back to where Cam needs to be.
Dan O'Shea, please leave your name and number, and I'll get back.
As it looks like we lost Dan O'Shea. And Tony, thank you for chiming in again. Tony said he's interested to see how McCaffrey performs in his sophomore season. Smart minds think alike. Absolutely, Tony. That's exactly what I was thinking. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion, needs to step it up. He needs to perform better. Not that he was horrible, but everyone expected him to come out guns blazing, and he didn't. It took him forever to get his first touchdown. He's not providing the relief to Cam Newton that you would hope he would. He's not big enough to really consistently block. He can catch out of the backfield, which is nice. He can run a little bit, but to spend that kind of capital on a running back, they really should have gone for someone who was more suited for the NFL style that it is right now. And I just don't think Christian McCaffrey was that. So Cam Newton, he's at a loss right now. As we're experiencing some technical difficulties, we're trying to get Dan O'Shea back on the line. But what are your thoughts on the Panthers for the upcoming season?
It used to be one to say, being that, you have a new guy coming in who's a rookie to rely so heavily on, that, I'd originally say there's no way they'd be going to the Super Bowl, but we've seen so many games that have gone just the opposite of what we predicted. So who's to say they couldn't go deep in the playoffs?
Although, I will say, still bragging about it to this day, which of us called Maryland beating Texas last season?
You did.
That was me.
Yeah, we had to just sit there and